Hon heter Anna, Anna heter hon. Och hon kan banna det så hårt. Hon röjer upp i våran kanal. Jag vill berätta för dig att jag känner en bot. Jag känner en bot. Hon heter Anna, Anna heter hon. Och hon kan banna det så hårt. Hon röjer upp i våran kanal. Jag vill berätta för dig att jag känner en bot. Som alltid vaktar alla som är här. Och som ser till att vi blir utan besvär. Det finns ingen takeover som lyckas. Kom ihåg att det är jag som känner en bot. En bot som ingen annan slår. Och hon kan kicka utan att hon får. Hon gör sig av med alla som spammar. Ja, ingen kan slå våran bot.
Curry, never look up what the lyrics to this song mean. This song's for you. Let's get some E's in the chat from Curry. Let's get some E's from and for Curry. I want to see E's in the chat. E, 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 E. You know what? Let's see. Let's see. Wait. Stop the music. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? No more. Let's see if I can find something so horrendous that it never... Oh, wait. There is no English version, is there? Wait, wait, no, this can't be real. This can't. No, that's so in Swedish.
Anna heter hon. Och hon kan banna det så hårt. Hon röjer upp i våran kanal. Jag vill berätta för dig att
maybe I can put this in chat.
Jag känner en bot. Hon heter Anna, Anna heter hon.
Oh no, too much. Too much for chat. Too powerful. You're just a bot. I know a bot. All right. Oh no. Oh wait, what's this song called again? Whatever. I'll find it this way. I will find the song this way. Because I don't that's what it's called. Dragoste Dinte. I can just, like, skip into it, right? Nope.
Alo? Salut! Sunt eu, un haiduc și te rog, iubirea mea, primește fericirea. Alo, alo, sunt eu, Picasso, ți-am dat bip și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Vrei să pleci, dar nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Te sun să-ți spun ce simt acum. Alo, iubirea mea, sunt eu, fericirea. Alo, alo, sunt iarăși eu, Picasso, ți-am dat beat și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi. Vrei să pleci, dar nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Nu mai ei. Chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei.
Let's see, are we kicked off YouTube yet? We're good. We're good. Oh, we're good. We're brilliant. We're golden. Hi, everybody. I'm Slathe the Space Marine. That's me. That's this guy. Right here. This guy with 2 thumbs. He's also got fingers. So it kind of, you know, if I do it like this, and if I kind of, you know, if you kind of don't pay attention, they kind of look the same. So, then again, you know. Brother Marines, we're here for another installment of The Fire Detector Needs a New Battery. That's where we're at. I need to get a new battery. Let's do the intro. Sometimes it do just be like that, where you need to get that new battery for your fire detector. And it's probably a good thing. I probably should get one, considering recent events. So, if you're in the know of all the recent events, you don't need me to tell you about it. All you need to do is... So what do we have in store for today? Well, let's pull up the background camera. Bam! As you can see here. So you know how before I had my hand cape? There we go. It transcends the cameras. It's not just when I'm watching the stream behind the stream. But as you can see, so what do we got? Well, so what do we got? Well, we're going to have to turn on all the cameras. Turn on all the cameras. You can't leave any unturned on. And then we will get to what it is we have here. This beautiful, eclectic conversation. This convention of model pieces we have here. Some that I've not brought on yet, but I have now. Whoa! Whoa! So what do we got here? This is one of the top wings that I was talking about yesterday. So if you saw yesterday's hobby stream, you would have heard me talk about how the Thunderhawk is an X-Wing and the Millennium Falcon at the same time. So we have here are the two top wings. They don't go together like this, but they're meant to be able to move. I don't know exactly how I'm going to really... I'll probably just have it so you can go, hey, and I'm not going to magnetize it because they're already glued together, so fuck that. Tony, why do you gotta be like this, Tony? Why do you have to be this way? The moment I start the stream, here you are, going, where's my cookies? It's not fair. It's not fair, Tony. Okay. We'll give you a cookie. But no one gets to see it. No one can see it. And essentially, I'll just get to be talking to myself for the next several hours. That's usually how these go. Especially when Curry's in the chat. He doesn't say shit. He just sits there and listens, because he likes to watch. That makes him like the YouTube stream cuck. So, Brother Marines. What do we have in store for you? Well, I guess it's kind of obvious. It's the Thunderhawk. We're gonna be working on the Thunderhawk. On this. This is what we have in store for today. But Slathe, it's Wednesday. Couldn't you be playing like Command and Conquer or something? It's like, yeah, I probably could be. But we're building a Thunderhawk. That's what we're doing. Yeah, because that's why. So, the Insanity Project continues. We will continue with this project until either it is finished, or the insanity has completely set into its final state. I don't know which one's closer, but it's gotta be one of them. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. One way or the other. Something's gotta give. Wonder if I can share this anywhere else. I wonder if that's let's see. Let's see if we can try to expand the audience. If we can try to grow the thing. This is a channel to promote any non-speedrun content you're working on. We'll just... I don't know, we'll just share that there. Hey! we'll just see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll just drop this in a couple places and see what happens. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. Huh. I don't know if am I gonna be able to put it in here? I mean, maybe. Why not? Let's just be presumptuous and let's just post this link everywhere. Thank you, phone, for telling me that I am now live. You are now live on your channel. Thank you. Thank you, email. Thank you, Gmail. Send it to Zoom. Okay, so... yeah, let's post this around a couple places. Let's see if we can stir the pot a little bit. We can just try to aware the masses, right? We can really slap this shit out there, right? You know? Maybe. Let's just, I don't know. Sure, let's put this in Slathe, mate. Let's put it in Slathe's Discord. The one where they talk about all the ghost videos, including the ones that were debunked, even if they're totally fake, the ones that were made for a movie, but they'll still put them in as legitimate ghosts until they'll tell you at the end that they were fake, which is kind of bullshit when you think about it. That means they knew the whole time, but they were trying to deceive you, to tell you that it was not. I don't even know what accent I'm doing anymore. It went from like Australian to like, I don't understand you, to like some kind of Brit bong. Not. It is not. It isn't. So yeah, why not? Let's just sprinkle this around the internet like we're the salt on meat guy. That's the way to do it. Okay. So it seems we lost Curry. Bye, Curry. Curry's gone. Curry has left the building. Goodbye, Curry. Whew. Just shoo you out of here. Whew. Whew. Okay. Alright, he's gone. We're back to it. Hi, I'm Slathe the Space Marine. You might know me from yesterday's stream. You might know me from a lot of places. Good chances you probably don't like me. But you're coming here to rage watch, but also to watch growth and drama, and to go, oh my god, he's succeeding. Look, he succeeded. Now! Strike now! Tear him down! That sounds about right. Brother Marines, brother Marah. We've got a Thunderhawk to work on. I have a plan here. Right here. See, it started growing a couple days ago. I went to the doctor about this plan here. I have my side of my head. So, I have a plan. I'm going to start off with... Where are my paints? Did I not bring them over? Okay, we're gonna have to go get some paints. But what I'm going to be working on... First step. We're gonna be applying some Abaddon Black. Now, bam! Wait, that's not right. Bam! What is going on here? Okay. What are we gonna do? Well, we'll just take this as our example here. Is the camera not gonna refocus? Is this one of those? Wait. Or is it gonna do some weird thing where it refocuses if I do this? No. Okay, I don't know why I thought that would make sense. Alright, let's try. Oh! It did it! Oh, wow! I am glad that me and at least maybe one, probably 0 other people were here to see that. The camera actually refocused. Okay? That right there was huge. If you missed it... Get out of here. Oh, I saw it on the VOD. Yeah, that's great. That's kind of like saying I saw my brother's wedding on the VOD. Think about it. It's exactly like that. So, I was gonna, like I said yesterday, I was gonna probably go to these, and then fill these in with some black. Maybe I'll do that trim on the outside too. And I don't know about every single detail right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with every single last detail, because the only Thunderhawk I've painted was an epic scale. So it's not like I have some like precedent to how I'm going to make a Thunderhawk in the Bloodhounds patterns or whatever, right? So that for sure, I'm going to be filling that in with black because I'm going to be taking all these vents and doing that with silver. So I'll give it some gunmetal, and then I'll probably go over with a brighter silver at one point. And so that's one of the things that I'd want to do. And that's kind of highlighting how I'm going to be wanting to start with Abaddon Black. So another piece is this one I noticed yesterday where the inside of this exhaust, it didn't get hit with the spray paint. It looks like I either ran out or just forgot to get the inside there. It's not that important. I can just slap around with some black paint there. This piece here, which this is the top where the Thunderhawk cannon goes into, which I mentioned the other night. The Thunderhawk cannon plugs into there, and then this goes on top of that right there, which this is the back hull, and this is the front hull. So the gun points this way, that way. You know, this thing is in pieces right now. So, you know, direction is kind of relative to the piece we're talking about, isn't it? And so this one, there's these exhausts or vents at the top here. Got some grills. So I was probably gonna try to get. I was gonna very carefully try to get some black onto that. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing line like evening just at the moment, where I'm gonna be like making sure that it's like 50-50 or close to going down the center. For now, it's just gonna be blocking off the stuff that I know that I'm gonna need to do. I can worry about specific little pattern nuances later, but for now, this is really just gonna be filling in the things that I know need to be filled in. Now, that sounds so simple, doesn't it? But there's gonna be parts that I don't have any idea what the fuck I'm gonna be doing. Like this one. So, what we have here is the canopy. So, the canopy... So why is this Hobby Night in Canada? Was it not in Canada before? I knew it. You were from Nebraska the whole time. Jackler, it is a play on Hockey Night in Canada. Right? I am trying to rep Don Cherry in his amazing suits right now. Okay? This is meant to be a special thing for Canada, okay? Why is it Hobby Night in Canada? Why did I have to defeat Toronto and Monkey Island? For Canada? I mean, come on, jeez. Get with the program. What's the deal? Come on, don't you know what you're talking about? Come on, for Canada, okay? I gotta do it for Canada. So anyway, I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing with this canopy. The Canada canopy. Oh, canopy. Because this part here intimidates the fuck out of me. Because one, this I'll just get myself out of the way here. This whole thing is this transparent piece of resin, right? Like you might look at this and go, oh, that's like clear plastic. No, I'm pretty sure this is resin. This is resin, I think. And and it's transparent. Now, there's the really easy way to go about this, which people do, and I look at them with the most judgmental eyes that I could possibly give of how they have just insulted their ancestors. Where, here's the thing. Why make it clear to make it opaque after? Because there will be people who will go, I'm just going to not paint the inside of the cockpit. I'm going to not use any of those pieces. I am going to just glue the canopy on top, and I will not paint the inside, for I will paint the canopy all like blue or gold or silver or something. So it's like, what was the point of that transparent piece of resin or plastic if you were just going to paint fucking over it to make it opaque? What was the point? What was the point? You fucked it, you lazy, you coward, right? You a coward. If you're not gonna make your canopy clear, you're a coward, okay? That's what I'm saying this right now, knowing very full well that I have some Corvus Black Stars that I'm going to be painting at some point soon, and those things don't come with clear canopies. They come with they come with default opaque gray plastic canopies, which are meant to be like metal shields or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. On that one, because it's just part of the design of it, I'll give it a pass because it doesn't have a clear canopy. But if you're not gonna do it right, don't do it all. Go home. Go home, okay? Go home. Go play with your dreadnought spam. Okay, let the big boys work with their clear canopies and you fuck off. Right? That's what I gotta say to the paint your canopy people. But wait. Here's where I'm a paint your canopy person. So on this canopy, as you can see, there's the windows, but then there's the frame, right? And it's not the raptor in front of you, but from the sides, and the two raptors that you didn't even know existed. And so there's all of this that I'm going to want to paint in, but I'm not entirely sure of how to do it right, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. So, okay. What you paint on one side of a clear thing will show up on the other side, won't it? It will. Wow. Genius. Big thunk there. Slathe with his smooth brain going on here. Jeez there, genius. Fucking give Pythagoras his theorem back. But here's the thing. So normally when you paint something like a metallic, I mean, you can just go raw dog on it. Why not? I mean, sure, YOLO. But that might really suck. And then, so sometimes you have to paint black first. So let's say I were to paint this whole frame with black, which one, I'm gonna have to do that like a fucking, like, playthrough of Operation, where, you know, it's like, make sure that you're painting the frame, but don't touch the windows. Operation, right? You know, if I need to put up like an electric shock thing, you know, like kind of like one of those remote control butt plug things that like the e-thoughts have, that people are, and it's like, here, for $500, you can use my vibrating butt plug. Well, that's gonna get clipped. And then, except for it like electric shocks me every time that I paint a window. That's where I was going with that, right? Right? Just I don't have a vibrating butt plug remote control system yet. But I mean, you know, monetization of the channel's coming up soon, memberships, who knows what's going to happen. So, okay. People on the VOD are going to be watching this like, what the fuck did he just say? And unsubscribed. What a shame. We thought that Slathe was higher class. What a shame. So this is something I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with, right? Am I going to be, maybe I'll be painting it black first, then painting silver, and just kind of hoping for the best on that one. And then, you know, I'm sure there's not going to be, like, if it's silver on both sides or whatever, I'm sure it'll be fine. You'll only get to see, let's say, maybe black or even any sort of clear through such an angle that it might not even really be noticeable, because there would be too much of the clear plastic, or it would just look like a shadow or something. So it might not even be that bad. I'm just kind of internally dying about it because it sounds so fucking crazy. I've never done anything. I've never worked on a model this big before. This is insane. I have never worked on a model this big before. The biggest model that I've ever worked on is a Land Raider. And I don't even think, technically my Land Raiders aren't even really finished yet. One of them I finished, you know, back when I first started, so you can imagine it's like I first started painting Warhammer complete set of a paint job. So it's something I'm probably just gonna redo, not out of like shame or like whatever, but just out of a cohesive connection with the whole collection. The cohesive connection of the collection. Oh, can we turn that into a thing? Got that cohesive collection. The cohesive connection of the collection. Okay. We need if we can get something there. Turn that into a GIF or something. I don't know. Get the words to pop up. The cohesive connection of the collection. But let's kind of show off and just kind of play with some of the parts for a little bit. Just so that way people can get kind of a grasp of what it is that I'm going to be working with here. And what I'm building. So, like, there's a good chance that there's going to be some people that are new to the channel. And that it's also very possible that they might be new to or learning or somewhat of an orbiter of Warhammer and Warhammer 40k and Games Workshop brands and all those different IPs. So they might be loosely familiar with them or find similarities to some other thing that they know. Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Stargate, StarCraft, right? There's Lord of the Rings, you know, everything. Pokemon is the devil. That's a call. That's a deep cut. Okay, so let's play with some parts here. So, okay, so I already showed off the housing for the Thunderhawk cannon and what I'm going to be doing with that tonight. But then there's also, so there's this back hull that I was talking about before. And as you can see, here's where the housing to that fits in. And then this is where the top wings go in. So the top wings that I've already, you know, spray painted a while ago, which you can probably tell, maybe you can tell on the camera. I'm pretty sure these were done with two different cans, so that's why the reds might not be perfectly matching, but that's fine for like a primer base coat, because I'm going to be going over all of this with some potted Mephiston red anyway. So these top wings, now lore-wise and like cutscene in a video game-wise and all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff, these things are the attack wings, kind of like an X-Wing, and that they'll pop open, and that these laser cannons on them will start firing, right? Typically, the default position you see them at is kind of at like maybe, I don't know, not quite 45, maybe like, okay, wait, 90 degrees, 45 degrees would be that. So, like a 50 or 60 degree angle. So like, because they will rest on top of the bottom wings. There's actually even a little mount for them on the wings, which I can show off in a second. Here, we'll flip this over. A lot of this part here is not glued in for reasons, which I will get to eventually. Wow, there's so much dust on this thing. That's how long it's been since I actually was working on this thing. But on the bottom here, which looks very similar to the top, except for the top there's like a little area here that's like the batteries for this las cannon here. So very similar. But then on the bottom, there's this port here. I want to call that. This like kind of USB port looking thing. And on the wing, which the black wing will be going over top of the red wing. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. This wing, it has this port, which the top wing will then rest down onto, and the way that they're shaped, there's a little bit of a cup action sort of thing, cupping action. Oh, we need to get some like porno music here. Right, and so then this thing, it'll sit right there, or, you know, in theory, in theory, it should just sit right there if everything all lines up, the moon and the stars and everything. Oh boy, this thing's scary because of how easy resin pieces can warp. So you might have all the pieces, and you might have them all cleaned up and everything, but there might just be a slight bit of warp to the piece, and now all of a sudden, and you're like, but everything was working, everything was going so good. Hi, Games Workshop? Hi, I've got this piece of this model. Oh, what happened there? Did the stream die for a second? Looked like the stream died for a second. I got it playing over there, too. So, weird. Alright, so it's like, hey, Games Workshop. These two pieces don't fit together. This piece is warped. And they'll be like, hi, Games Workshop customer support. Have you tried dipping it in hot water? Yeah, I tried that. It's like really thick. And also, I don't really know what the right shape is because it fits to another piece. So I don't know if this piece is bent or if the other piece is bent. Oh, well, just try reshaping all the pieces until they fit together. Like, just kind of just bend everything until things just kind of cram together, like a soggy jigsaw puzzle? Yeah, like a soggy jig puzzle. Yeah, like whatever you said. We're Games Workshop customer support. Did I help you? Do you need anything else from Games Workshop customer support? Do you have a complaints department? Hi, I'm the complaints department. You didn't transfer me. Yeah, we're the same thing. What do you want, motherfucker? And then you just hang up, right? Games Workshop. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of the scan here, make sure everything's okay and allowed and good. Everything's looking good. We're looking pretty good. This is all looking pretty good. Okay. I'm liking where this is going. I'm not a lichen. Because that's pretty much borderline furry at that point. Anybody who says that they're a lichen or calls himself a werewolf is pretty well borderline furifying themselves. And you might be like, that's not fair, Slathe. That's not fair. My partner of indeterminate gender is a werewolf, and I won't stand for this calling them a furry nonsense. And I'll be like, I'm not going to deal with this furry, okay? I'm out. Go scritch yourself. Peace. And they're going to be like, oh, right, clutching the pearls. Alright, so we got Jackler back. These are raw facts, Jackler. I'm imagining you're going to bed in the next 20 minutes. Right now, I'm pretty much just explaining everything and just kind of talking about all the pieces and just making sure it's clear what I'm going to be working on. So that way I know what I'm doing, you know what I'm doing, and people know what the fuck they're looking at. And that they'll know what the hesitations are, and what the complications and the plans for the future are. And then possibly, just from me describing what I'm going to be doing, people then can imagine what this thing's going to look like in the end, and then get totally disappointed when I'm done. So, once again, we'll do this with like the full back half of the hull here. These top wings will go like this, down like that, and then I believe it is this one. So the black wing goes on the red side. And then can we just scoot this up here, please? Thank you. It's hard to do this with one hand. Well, I'm using two hands. How would I even think one hand at that point? And then, so now, okay, that fits in there. This gun's getting in the way. I think that's the problem there. And so now, with this plug, the top one plugged in, and with the bottom one in position, and I don't know if this is going to show off very well, but you can see, hopefully, that there's a connector that bridges the bottom wing and the top wing. So the top wing rests on that peg. It gets pegged. We do a little pegging here on the channel. That's getting clipped. That's gotta be the new catchphrase now. You remember, I don't know, Jackler, do you remember when there was this, like, do you remember when there was this short-lived catchphrase, on the channel, which was, got it on the second try? Do you remember that one? Which came in for a little bit? Suddenly, out of nowhere, like, every video, I'd be, like, dropping, got it on the second try, and that just kind of became this thing. Oh, hey, we got Dark Tech. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Gotta make sure that I have all the customizations on who can participate. Subscribers. That's right. Just a couple of drips? Oh. Wait, no, just a couple of drips. Wasn't that... Just a couple drips was... That was Garf, wasn't it? Or did I start doing that? Did I rip that from Epic Narrator? Because that wasn't just a couple drips. Oh no, wait, no, that was us. No, wasn't it like you and me, like we were like hanging out in chat or something, and we watched the like Meat Canyon McDonald's video or something? Wasn't that it? Was that the deal? Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. The Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one. Oh boy. Those things were ruthless. Oh, those were great. Okay. So I'm gonna need to actually grab the paint. So I'm gonna be right back. We'll leave this to the Dancing Space Marine. That's right. Slathe the Dancing Space Marine. We'll be right back. And we're back. After I went and grabbed the paint, which I thought I had grabbed at the beginning of the stream, but no, you know. See, apparently Streamer Brain might actually hit before the stream actually activates. This may be a new development in the medical science and the discoveries and what scientists have learned about Streamer Brain. I have a theory. I have a theory and demonstrable evidence that Streamer Brain activates before the stream does. That's right. The planet broke before the guard did, and Streamer Brain starts before the stream does. Is it a legit GW Thunderhawk? I don't know what you mean. Like, I don't know. Here, let's take a look. Does this look like a legit Thunderhawk? I don't know, it's not cardboard if that's what you mean. Like it's made of resin. A couple pieces are... Like, I've done a tiny little bit of custom work myself. Did you 3D print it, or did you buy it from GW? Oh, I did neither, Curry. This was a gift to me from... Oh, okay, fair enough, sorry. This was a gift to me from some friends, so I didn't buy it or print it. They sent it to me. I'm going to assume it's real, considering I looked up the instructions, because, like, they gave it to me in, like, a box, but I looked up the instructions on, like, a PDF, and all of the parts were one-to-one. Everything was exactly the same as whatever was shown on the instructions. So I'm just going to go, it's real. But a couple parts I did swap out. I didn't like the pilot heads, which they kind of reminded me of. There's like this one head that you get with, like, I think it's like the Dark Angels or something. And oh, with no data, the stream will end shortly unless you restart it in your streaming software. What's going on there? What is going on? No, but I'm seeing the stream. YouTube's being weird. Hold on. Excellent connection. Suddenly it's gone from, like, dead to alive. What was that? Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, YouTubama. Are we still allowed to make that joke? Is that stream lagged out for 5 seconds and it came back? Okay. I mean, it's on, like, super low latency. Like, I have all my streams set to, like, extremely low latency. So pretty well, when I put my hand like this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 seconds. I just timed it out for you. So, that's the latency, is what it looks like. So, or at least the latency right now. Let's see, is this even on... Oh, wait, you know what? This isn't even on to live. Let me do that one more time, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's the latency. So right now, that is how latent this is. You see? So I'm watching a time machine. I suppose, from like 5 seconds ago, it's kind of like you're looking in your own little Diglockt. So shit, what was I saying? Okay. So I swapped out a couple parts, like, I don't know if is this gonna refocus? This camera blows, by the way. Like, Dark Tech, I'm not sure if you're new or no, but this camera here bites, and one of the things that I'm gonna want to, like, update with the channel in the future is getting a new, like, hobby camera, right? Normally this camera has been repurposed for being the cat camera, but I'm just out of boredom lately doing some hobby streams, and so it's kind of being the mule horse. That's not a term. It's being the work mule? It's carrying the weight for a camera that should be much better than it. I've seen a few videos, I think. Never caught a stream, as I'm usually asleep by this time, being in communist Britain. Whew. Whew. Okay, we're in for a spicy night, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's strap yourselves in, boys. We're in for some chop. So on this beaky pilot, because I didn't like the helmets that they came with. Like, it's like I don't know what to call it, the Tech Marine helmet, but it looks like it's like a Dark Angel helmet with like right? And I didn't like it. I didn't want it. Like, I think it's the same one you get with on like a Rhino gunner or something, or some kind of Tech Marine looking guy, one of those Tech Marines. And I just didn't like it. I was like, no, beakies. I want them to have beakies, because then all of a sudden that makes me think even more so of really a Space Marine beaky is meant to be kind of like the Knight Hound or pig face helmet. What do you think is what that's called, right? There's like the Hound face or pig face, and that's the one with the cone, the Knight. And I might have I think it goes by both, but if I have that wrong, please correct me with like the wiki or whatever. Fuck, I don't care. Do whatever you want. But in this context, it reminds me more of like the breather on a fighter pilot. So, I don't know. I just think it looks cool. So my Thunderhawk pilots both have beakies, and for some reason I also gave them tilting shields on their shoulders. I guess these are like veteran Thunderhawk pilots. I don't know. They're veteran. Yeah. But, you know, technically, I'm not going to declare if they are Firstborn or Primaris. That way I can say they were always Primaris all the way back in 3rd edition. Didn't you know that, noobs? Didn't you know the guy on the 3rd edition rulebook was always Primaris? So... We do a little trolling on this show. We do we do a little bit. We do a little bit of trolling on this show. Just a little bit of trolling. Just a wee bit of trolling. So, I have the flu, so I'm gonna be here much more often. No work. Oh, that's. Which one do I say first? Do I say, oh, that's too bad, or oh, that's awesome? I mean, on one side, it's sympathetic. On the other side, it shows your appreciation for their presence. Oh, that's aw shit. There. I combined them together. Okay. So... okay. Okay. So here's the plan. I've now like waffled on here for just about an hour without slapping any paint on anything. But here's the plan. I'm going to start off with this Abaddon Black. I'm just going to put it onto this Pringles lid here. I'm just going to grab one of these cheapy dollar store brushes or whatever, like maybe something like this, which is way larger than most like hobby brushes, but it's very soft bristled. Like this specific one, like you can get shit cheap paintbrushes from a dollar store, or you can get ones that are kind of nice. And these ones, like this is some kind of synthetic, and it feels really silky, like it's really smooth, and like the bristles are really fine. So I find that I'm not going to be using this as like on all my models, but in certain circumstances I'll just go to a cheap fucking dollar store brush, and it's like, oh, this is fucking perfect. Yeah. So, let's start with some stuff. Oh, well, we got like another... We can start this in like 8 minutes, right? What's the rush? How about this? And you know what? I will even hold myself to it. What the hell? Oh yeah, I made it go to set as administrator, blah, 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 blah. Alright. So, what's the time now? Alright. 53. I'm looking at the timer on Streamlabs. I put up the time in here, so I'm going to make sure that I'm going to hold myself to this. Wait a second. Wait. And hold. 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 Now! Okay. So. We're going to... By the time that the stream gets to 3 hours, I'm going to try to stop this. This timer's irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything, because it's counting up. It should be counting down. Could you imagine the countdown timer, but it's a count up timer? The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Self-destruct in 1, 2, 3. You're sitting there like, wait, what? What's it counting to? I mean, who doesn't like a good timer, right? So is this like having a cigarette speed run? It still kind of works. Is this the countdown timer to Jackal or bedtime? Not meaning to belittle you there, little guy. You're my bro. My much smaller, greener bro. Cancer speedrun? Yeah. Sounds right. So, okay. But yeah, the plan here, I'm probably going to start with this part here. Let's make this a working smoke break. I'm going to start with these parts here, these vents. Get a nice even black coat on those, and then if I can get these vents at the top here. There's also one, I didn't show it off, because I mean, I should have. But it's on the back. The only real reason I even brought this up here tonight is because there's this one part at the back where there's like a draw fan there, or draw fins, or whatever that's called. Oh, come on, Tony. Not right now. Not right now. You'll get some cookies later, buddy. Oh, damn it. Alright. Alright. Tony, you have no idea how spoiled you are. You come up and you ask for cookies. I'm gonna put them right here. Hold on. And go get them. They're on the thing. Okay. Got them. Got them. That's how you go Pokeball Tony. Tony, if any strangers offer you cat treats, you say no. He's so gonna get abducted. Okay. Alright. I can't sleep here in this fucking channel. This son of a bitch keeps making fun of me all goddamn night. Yeah, we do a little trolling here. We do a little trolling here. Alright, hold on, we gotta kick you out. Come on, ya bum. Get out of here. Alright. Alright, so... yeah, there's just that draw fan on the back. I don't know if I want to start on the center evening just yet. I'm probably going to want to give like I don't know, dry brush or feather brush or whatever. I'm going to want to give some kind of coating to the whole thing, at least on the red side. Maybe not necessarily on the black side, because I don't think that Abaddon Black from the pot is going to make a big difference on Abaddon Black from the can. But with the red, it makes a difference. So, at least I'm going to want to do that. But there are some areas that I know are going to need to get a little bit of Abaddon Black, because they got missed by the spray paint because of the tape. Because if you couldn't tell already, I taped this thing the fuck up when I was spray painting it. And it was done in several sessions, so that way it could get this wonderful two-tone that it has. Which, you know, is a little bit of a bitch to itself. But, you know, we're not here nor are we there. We're whatever we're doing. It needs a gloss finish to make it look more metallic. Yeah, that's probably true. At some point. I mean, I don't think I'm at that point right yet. This is still just like base coating pretty well. So at this point that we're at right now, like, that's probably true. I don't think I've ever glossed a model ever before. So there's that. So we'll see how that goes. And then also there's going to be there's more to it than that, where there's going to be also the clear canopy and stuff. And somebody was telling me, you want to put like gloss coat or matte coat, or you want to put something on this, and it's gonna make it look even better. And it's like that doesn't make a lot of sense. No, just trust me, bro. What chapter is the scheme? It's a homebrew chapter. I would compare it to... I would say it's black and red, so you could compare it to Blood Angels. Or you could compare it to... I think it's one of the Dark Angels chapters where things are kind of quartered in the pattern. I can show you like an example of what this thing's going to look like in the end. Alright. Okay, we're finished the smoke. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We did it in under the time limit. Does that count as a PB? So, okay. Let's fuck off with that now. What's the name of your chapter? The name of my chapter is The Bloodhounds. That sounds a lot like Malice. Yeah. Hold on. I got something here for you, Jackler. Fuck, it's jammed. Fuck. So, yeah, Bloodhounds. I would compare it. Yeah, it's like it's a like how do you usually describe it, Jackler? It's a quartered, asymmetrical checkerboard pattern. Is that kind of it? I mean, like, as a general rule, I want to say that's a pretty apt description. As a general rule, that's pretty on point. But it's not exactly the perfect description. It's just as close as one could probably describe it in terms that make sense in human languages. So we'll just put them over there. They're just gonna sit back and watch some TV, or I don't know. They're like, oh no, they're like playing Game Boy or something, right? Right. It kind of looks like they're playing Game Boy. So if I go like this, then they're using a link cable, right? So they're probably playing Pokemon or like Mortal Kombat or something. Yeah, it's Pokemon. We all knew it was Pokemon. Nerds. Okay, so, Tony, you're not back for more cookies. You are not back for more cookies, no. It's been less than like 5 minutes. You can come here. Okay. Make a Tony appearance. Oh, okay, look at this big chunker. Okay, Tony. You wanted to make your appearance. Here we are. This is what we're doing. We're working on all these toys. Here, let's make sure everyone knows that you're right there. Okay. So, alright, so Tony, we're working on all these toys tonight. You'll get cookies. Oh yeah, you know that word. You'll get some cookies, but you'll get them later. You had them just in like the last 5 minutes there, bud. I know. I'm so mean to you because I don't give you cookies all the time at all waking moments every 5 minutes. I know. I'm so mean. Alright, so disappear here into the void. Okay, there we go. That's how you know he's like part Cheshire Cat. So, okay. We'll have to get all the cat hair off this now. Alright, oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so let's get to it. So let's get our black paint shaken up, and you know what? This time, I'm actually going to do something smart, and I'm going to use some painting medium. Which is something I totally just skipped out on last night. I mean, it was fine with what I was doing, but I'm thinking in some of these cases, it's going to be better if I use a little bit of painting medium. And looking at some of these metallic pieces, that I painted the other nights, some of them are going to need to, at very least, get a second hit, perhaps, of the gunmetal. But I want to say all of them are probably going to need to get some kind of weathering or some kind of highlighting with the Runefang steel. Which I'm just going to say, Runefang steel sounds like a move that Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z would use in some kind of video game. You know, Runefang steel, right? And then he attacks you, and then he just kind of falls over, and he's like, they really need to make that a move for Yamcha in one of these games, right? Where at the end of the move, it's just him in the crater. You lose. You chose Yamcha. Okay, let's shake this up. That's right. Give a little bit of a wank to Mr. Ghost. All right. That, and then the painting medium, which didn't show up there. So now it really did look like I was... You know, all right. Oh, there's Mr. Ghost. Fuck it. Alright. Okay. We do a little trolling here. We do a little trolling. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys aside. You guys get to go sit on the keyboard now over in techno keyboard land. Same with the canopy. This is my kind of stream. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. I'm glad to hear you're having fun. At very least, if it's not informative, right? If it's not achieving something, if it's not crucially important and delivering information that you need to know, at very least, I would hope that it was entertaining. Right? That's the real key point, isn't it? That things are fun. That's the winner right there. Okay. Oh boy, what am I doing now? Okay, we are getting this black paint, and step one, we're gonna do the back end of the back end. So let's give this a little bit of a shake. Grab our brush. Probably give that a little bit of a wet its whistle a little bit. That is a tasty brush. I am entertained like a navigator on a pleasure world. At least it's more entertaining than the movie The Navigator, right? Where the kid's going around in like the silver space turd, and then like the robot that's voiced by like Bobcat or like Pee Wee Herman or something is like, compliance, right? And there's some kind of weird menagerie going on because, like, you know, we really shouldn't ask too many questions of why this sentient space silver turd that, right, this menagerie of animals also has this kid with it. You know what? Let's, you're right. Let's not talk shit about Flight of the Navigator. Let's just remember it for what it was, and not what it could be seen as under modern lenses. Let's put on those glasses, and let's just think of the good times. Let's not, why make it weird, right? Why make it weird? Okay, there's a lot of painting medium in this, or something's going on here. Okay, or maybe it's because it's on that plastic that it's just kind of doing this weird kind of smear, or kind of oil on water sort of thing. Interstellar. Oh boy. Once the thought's been put in there, once the silver space seed has been planted, it can never go away or unplant. It's permanent. I'm sorry, Neo. Once a mind has been freed, it can't go back into the Matrix. This is why we never free somebody that is, I don't know, whatever Morpheus said in that movie. I don't know. Nostalgia. It really whips the llama's ass. I need some music at some point. What would be some good tunes? Let's get some, because this is going to be very deadly silent if I'm going to be like in super focus clutch mode, which I didn't think I would be doing little details with this brush, but I'm not really doing little details. It's just that there's this very slight lip of this thing. And I didn't think that I'd be walking into this evening. But you know what? We got it. Close enough. And we can fix that later on. That can be fixed later on. Not a problem. That can be easily fixed with a little bit of some red that's going to go on over that anyway. And I'm really not too worried if I don't do all of this perfect. This is gonna be my first super big model like this. Like, I've never done one this big. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, the largest model that I've ever worked on, any tunes you play will trigger YouTube copyright filters. You know, that could be true. That could be true. That very well could be true. Which is why, if I was going to be clever about it, I'd just play songs from a video game that I do on live streams anyway. Because then, what's the difference? What's the problem? What's the problem here? How about, I don't know.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me.
Let's see what happens. A fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like they say, they'll say, Pop, ain't that a hole in the bone?
My head keeps spinning. I go.
Oh, is this, are we going good? Is it?
If this is just to be,
Beginning.
my life is gonna be.
Beautiful, I'm so shining up the spread. It's just like the fella said. It ain't quick, ain't that a kick in the head? Like,
Fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head?
you know, if it works for New Vegas and it doesn't get me kicked off,
Like this sailor said, quote, ain't
should be
that a
fine.
hole in a boat?
The head keeps spinning.
I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just to be,
Beginning.
my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed.
He's picked out a king-size bed,
I couldn't feel any better,
or I'd be sad. Tell me quick. Oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick. Ain't love a kick? Womp womp. This is gonna be a little bit messy, it looks like, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. As I can clean it up later, and a lot of this is really just gonna be just base coding just to lock things in certain ways, to prep it for other colors anyway. That's pretty well what I'm doing here. It's prepping. We're here on Canadian Preppers. Slathe is painting his Thunderhawk, but is he going to be able to complete it in time? Find out next time on Slathe Ball Z. Oh, a little bit overzealous there. Can I get this away? Oh. Well, I mean, this is all gonna get, like, redded over anyway. That's fine. Sadly, I must go to bed. It is 4:15. Okay, yeah, it would be quite late there, wouldn't it? Have a good night, Dark Tech. See you in the future. it looks like there's a little bit on this. Oh, I apparently missed this whole inside area here. Look down and down, Frida, with a stranger one fine day.
Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
No one cared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip.
The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town.
It looks like there was like an angle that this whole side got missed from. Probably getting blocked by another piece of the hull.
And running came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip.
Big iron on his head.
In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though
Well, they knew that 24.
and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more.
Alright, let's just take a look at that on the camera there. See if
Now the stranger started
it's looking mostly covered. It looks like, so this is the part where I,
was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town.
and it wasn't even on the painting the outside part where I ended up hitting the red hull there.
Didn't matter, he was after Texas Red.
After Texas Red.
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead.
Okay.
20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his
Like, this doesn't even need to be perfect, because it's gonna get covered in silver anyway. As long as it's just masking the red. Because silver really doesn't like going on top of other colors like red, because the red will like to show through. So if you mask the color with black and then put the silver on, silver goes on top of black really well. Without, you know, that it causing a problem of bleed through, let's just say. So I think so far that's looking alright. Oh, right there, actually, thank you, camera. Let's just, there we go. With a big iron on his hip, big iron on his head.
It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
Big iron on his head. Okay, so that's... So that's it, we're done! Okay. So that looks good for that part. And then this is where the tail fin goes in. That one that I did in silver. This is where that engine that I was talking about, the central engine, when I did in the first stream a couple days ago for this, that goes, it plugs into here, and it goes back, and then the circular part goes there, where then the exhaust or whatever goes, like, right there. And, you know, I'm really into that gray that I went with this. That, beautiful. That's exactly what I was wanting, actually. It hit just right. under. That's gonna need another coat or something. But that's already looking better than it did before. What the hell?
Now I walk around with my heart on the ground, hurt and lonely since I don't have you. I'm barely hanging on. I'm all
So this, and then this, I think. Which will be easy. Because this part's already mostly done. It just needs to get a little bit of cleanup on this side. So a little bit evening. And then there. And then, I mean, a lot of this is going to need to get some work later on. So I might touch up some of it. And then after that, for these side wings, it's going to be, at least for now, just so I know the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm not. Okay, we got a fly. Apparently, there's a fly that's messing with the stream. Alright. And so, this part here is like the power packs for this last cannon. So that part, these little bricks here are going to get done with like metal. So I'm going to do those with black. And then there's this part here, which I guess it's not quite showing off. There we go. That did better. Where you can see there's a little bit of a texture there. And I'm going to want to try to get those with some black to get them with some silver after. It's not a fly, it's the future pilot waiting for his ship to be ready.
Excellent, excellent. The ship is almost complete. Come, my brood.
Yeah. All these little worms. Meh.
Excellent.
Ah, oh boy. Bum ba dum ba bum bum ba da. Okay, so I'm gonna need to get some more black paint, probably some more medium into that. Get some more medium in that bitch. And then get this done, which really the only thing I wanted to get done was just getting the inside of that, and then this part's I'm gonna say done for now, until we get into like the real nitty-gritty of it and like cleaning up these parts and like getting them nice and clean and metallic and stuff. So that'll be with like a nicer brush or something. What else am I doing? On these, on the wings, there's gonna be this kind of engine part. I'm not sure what to call that. So like the turbine part. So that's where like this is where the exhaust goes out, and then that's where the where like the fan turbine is or whatever. So I'm thinking kind of like on the bottom jet turbine thing, how I did that all like kind of silver so far. I'll probably stick to the same method of madness, where so it's gonna be like this section. If I just kind of block that off somehow. This section, and then the ring section, and then that section, and the ring oval with the ring with the... Wait a minute. Is that like the Super Friends? Isn't that the Hall of Justice from the Super Friends? Weird. Okay. So... yeah, so all of that will probably get done in metallics. I mean, there's like little cables and stuff, and like those can get done later, but for now, let's just keep it simple and we'll get to that stuff later. Right? As long as we're getting the, like, the low-res, blocked-in version for now, then it's good. It doesn't need to be super complicated, is the thing. That's the thing. But here, let's see. Let's get, let's get an example. I brought this up yesterday. Well, let's just pull up an example. Because people like examples. Right? Weird people and their examples that they love. Okay. Let's get a front view. That's looking good. That's looking pretty good. Well, what's this? Oh, no. After Dark is not active. After Dark is not active. Do I have a side profile? Yeah, there we go. So these are like my epic scale Thunderhawk. So this is kind of what it'll look like in the end. Bear in mind some of these details are going to be different because it's like a different style of Thunderhawk from like decades apart. But this will just give a basic idea of what this thing is going to look like in the end. Every day you love me less. Since I got heartaches by the numbers. Love, I just can't win. You're overestimating Dollarama brushes. Oh, we'll see. Oh, there'll be a medley of Dollarama brushes and like modeling hobby brushes. Trust me. It's not gonna look as caked as that. It's not gonna look like as caked as this thing right here.
I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop,
yeah, fuck that.
That's the day my world will end.
Alright, we don't need those. Put them away. But for now, this will be fine. Just for what it is that I'm doing here, just some base coating. These brushes are fine, just because they're really soft. They're really soft, and the bristles are really fine. Some kind of synthetic. So, for just simple work, it's fine. I wouldn't buy some $20 brush to do the same thing. I wouldn't. It's not gonna make a difference. Other than on your wallet. And I mean, to be fair, maybe the more expensive one, might have something to it that you can clean it better, but this thing fucking is so cheap that I could just go get another one. I could get several more of these. Disposable. That was the thought that I had in mind when I got these brushes for this specific project. They're made out of GMO plastic and mole hair. You know, I thought I tasted a little hint of mole. Moving out.
This old house ain't a home with no love inside it, but we set out pretty strong. Now we just can't fight it.
Even today, you know when I argue or fight.
You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out. Once they used to buy the car if you won't buy gasoline. We used to be 2 under par, now we can't get on the green. I don't know where it went, but it sure went flying. Love's like dough that's been spent. Now there's no use of crying. Tell me, where can I go? East or west or north or due south?
Wow, it's like he's playing Zork, where you can go east, west, north, or south.
What's the use in buying a car if you won't buy gasoline? Who we used to be, 2 under par, now we can't get on the green. I don't know where it went, but it sure went flying. Love's like dough that's been spent. Now there's no use of crying. Tell me, where can I go? East or west or north or due south? You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out. You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out.
Wait, did he say you let the blue move in, now I'm moving out? Wow. Wow. What does that mean? I'm so blue without you. None of was true. And you found someone new. Meaning Dollarama Sun Chips, but pretty sure they're 6 months expired. Sounds like Dollarama. Ugh. Okay, so there was this part on the top that I wanted to get here. There we go, that's looking satisfactory. Ugh. This is not a comfortable position, because I'm like not sitting in the chair properly. I'm like leant all forward, hunched over this thing. I slave over a hot stream to make a good video dinner for everyone. Don't forget to winterproof this thing. Snow is coming. That's right, winter is coming. You know what that means, right? That means dragons. Fusroda!
shadow of the valley.
You know,
I would like
I feel like I'm done with the New Vegas for now. Is there? Oh, what was the other one? Okay. This one, I think. Is this gonna get me in trouble? Can't be. Oh, that's loud.
I'm tickled pink that things are rosy and skies are blue once again. Let the bygones go bye-bye. No more will I.
Let's go for that now. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo.
I'm tickled pink, the moon is yellow, and I'm your fellow tonight. Soon we'll greet that red letter day, when I will pop the question, and you say okay. Say then we'll be married in the month of May. I'm tickled pink that things are rosy and skies are blue once again. Let the bygones go bye-bye. No more will I sigh or cry.
This model is big. This is a big toy. There is a lot of model here that I'm holding.
When I will pop the question and you say okay. Then we'll be married in the month of May.
Hit a spot that I didn't want to. That's fine. It's probably fixable. Oh no, it already dried. Okay, that's fine because I'll go over that with some red later on. Let's just get the rough and dirty, the sloppy, absolutely, completely filthy base coats on here. Let's do this in the most gross way possible. Let's do this in a way that offends all of the stud counters. They're not called stud counters, Slathe. They're called rivet counters. Couldn't you even get that right? Oh, God! It's like you don't even care about the historical accuracy of the Horus Heresy collectible, tradable, card game, tabletop, role-playing game community. No, I really don't. You're on your own with that one, Horus Heresy, guys. Have fun with that one. That's all on you. I never subscribed to that Warhammer Plus shit. That was you. No, you can't blame that on me. I didn't subscribe to Warhammer Plus. Really? You didn't? Okay, I did. All of them, every last one. Man, this song kind of sucks. Let's go to a good song.
Each morning, a missionary advertised with neon signs. He tells the native population that civilization is fine.
Oh, I never finished this. Civilization is the plain for ye to see. Whoa, bongo, 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 I don't wanna leave the Congo. Oh, no, 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 no.
Bingo, bango, bungle, I'm so happy in the jungle I refuse to go. Don't want no bright lights, false teeth, doorbells, landlords, I make it clear
That no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.
I look through.
So I'm not really gonna need to do any. I'm not really gonna need to be painting any black on any of this.
I see how
It's fine the way it is. I don't even know why I brought it out.
you know you can get hurt that way, Daniel.
But this one, it's gonna need a little bit for this landing gear section. It's gonna need some for this, for the engine like I was talking about. It's gonna need some for this, like, gun, cupola, or whatever, rotary thing. It's probably gonna need some maybe for the inside of this. I don't know I don't know what I'm gonna do with the inside of that just yet. But at very least, this. Oops. This, and this. Those three things that you can see wrapped around me are the things that I'm gonna need to do in black on this wing. I think I was thinking at the start of the stream I would be getting a lot more done than I have been doing today. And then I would be going through, like, silvers and shit, too. Some days more, some days less. It's the nature of it, right? So, bongo, 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 I don't want to leave the Congo, oh, no, 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 no.
Bingo, bango, bungo, I'm so happy in the jungle.
I refuse to go.
Don't want no jailhouse.
Shotgun,
Fish hooks.
golf club.
I made my spear.
So no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.
they have things like the autumn bomb.
So I think I'll stay where I am.
Civilization.
I'll stay right here.
Are these too loud? Because they're kind of loud, aren't they? Put it like there. That seems good.
And I'll move the mountains if he wants them out of the way.
There's so many parts here, and a lot of them are gonna have to get individual attention at one point, with like different colors and things, with some finer brushes. Like, just like the cockpit, for example. Those seats, I'm probably gonna want to go over them with some kind of, like, I was thinking of giving them some kind of brown leather. I think that would look nice. It would really contrast with the rest of it. That they had, like, they had that, what, like, potato sort of brown. The silver ain't happening. Maybe not tonight. Maybe not tonight. And depends on how late we go. I mean, if I were to go by my normal rule, I would wrap this up in the next 15 minutes. But that doesn't really seem satisfying, does it? Are you satisfied with that? I'll push it past 11 o'clock. I'll give it another hour. I'll give it another hour at least. An hour, at most 2. I'll give it one more. I'll give it another one more, and then after the end of this one, so we'll go for at least 3, 4 tops for this. So if you're watching the VOD, you're probably sitting there like, no duh, I can see how long the video is. Why are you even telling me this? And it's like, well, for some people, it's a little bit of a surprise. They don't know what's gonna happen. That's you. And that could be anybody. That could be the people watching the stream. That could be the people watching the VOD in the future. Who am I talking to? It's a mystery. No one will really know. Except for me. Especially not me. But we can get to some silver.
If I have to hold up the sky.
I'm kind of liking it with the inside of it, though. Let's just, how do I... everything's all covered on the keyboard. Yeah, let's turn this down a little bit. Okay. I am kind of liking how it's working in the case of, like, the inside of it. So this was given, a little bit of, what was it, some kind of gray, and then over top of that, like a gray dry brush, and then over top of that it was given some some gunmetal dry brush. And it looks a lot brighter and shinier on camera than it does in like, real life. But I might want to give it a little bit... give it a little bit of a brighter silver. And then it's going to get a wash down. It's going to get some shades eventually. So it's going to need to get brighter to get darker, to get in that nice middle zone, right? But right there on these chairs, I want to give them that, like, some kind of brown leather, I think. I think that would really clash in a good way with everything. Give it some of that classic sci-fi sort of space RV, right? And then there's also, there's stuff in the background too. So like at one point, just this piece alone is gonna have to get some, oh, the camera did its thing. But at one point, just this piece alone is gonna have to get some attention, because there's so much stuff going on in just this area by itself. And the problem is that some of it is on this piece, this top piece, as well. So, like you can see right there. But that's fine. And then, look, I don't know if we can even see it here. I went with the same technique on the inside. It was gray for most of it. So, like, the sides are, like, black with, like, some gray scratched over it. And then there was a little bit of silver kind of slapped around in some appropriate areas. Right. Really, really rough and quick and dirty. It'll probably have to get some life, some vive, some different colors on things, you know, later on down the road. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to want to do that door. I might go back to that door and do it with yellow hazard stripes, so I might even just scrap the way it looks now and then just put, like, slap some brown onto it, some orange, and then some yellow, and then put some stripes on it, and then wash it, and then bam, right? We got that nice hazard door. Don't go through the door. Danger's on the other side. What's that danger? Space Marines. Alright. Let's do some stuff. Let's do some stuff. We do a little trolling. We do a little trolling here. I think this should be next. Because, let's just take a look at this part. Let's put it under the camera. It was that was a little bit sloppier than I was wanting it to be, and that's not focusing. Focus. Focus, people, focus. How did it focus on this? Okay, well, whatever. This part here was done a lot sloppier than I wanted it to, so at one point I'm going to have to come up and clean that up. Unless I turn a little bit of the slop into kind of chips and wear. You know, just to try to make the best out of a mistake. Isn't that art? So, okay. Let's, get some... Yeah, that's all dried. Good. Let's get some paint onto the Pringle palette. This camera's really finicky. It really decides when it's gonna do what it wants to do. It doesn't even know. It has no idea what it's doing. Just like me. For happy, happy time. Okay, let's get that all cleaned off there. I don't remember this. Is this in the game? I don't remember this one. I really have no idea what this one is. Butcher Pete?
Hey everybody, did the news get around about a guy named Butcher Pete? Old Pete just flew into this town and he's chopping up all the women's meat. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He just hack, whack, chopping that meat. Butcher Pete's got a long, sharp knife. He starts chopping and don't know when to stop. All you fellas better watch your wives, 'cause Pete don't care whose meat he chops. He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking. He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking. He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking. Hack, whack, chopping that meat.
Okay. So now, this part should just be pretty simple. Oh, is this gonna do it, though? Maybe you'll think of me when you are all alone.
Maybe the one who is waiting for you.
I'll just get, like, the top surface for now. And I'll try to get the sides in a second. 'Cause that's gonna be the more time-consuming one. I can get like the whole top surface of all of them pretty quickly. Because it's not gonna cause, like, twisting and turning and figuring it out and trying to be really careful to get the sides, but not touch the wrong sides, and... There we go. Maybe you'll think of me
when you are all alone.
Yeah, let's get this side.
Maybe the one
It's a shame that this camera isn't better.
waiting for you will prove untrue. Then what will I do?
Maybe
You said inside, wishing that I were near. Then maybe you'll ask me to come back again.
Alright. Not super clean, but super green. Ugh! Okay. Now for the part that I think is going to be the real challenge here, which is going to be getting... It's not even going to show up properly, is it? Unless I... There we go. There's like a grill on the inside here. This part's going to be tougher. And the reason it's going to be tougher is because I'm going to need to be rotating this piece to get all the sides that I want for it. Because these are the parts that kind of... I don't even know if these things are meant to be functional or what they're there for. I guess it's kind of like the mechanism that moves the wing. Kind of like it's the gear or the cog. It's not like the instructions came with, you know, explicit definitions and descriptions of what every single detail on the model was. I'm sure even if you asked James Workshop himself, he'd be like, I don't know, those are like the finny thingies that go into the wingy thingy holder thingy. And it would be like, thanks, James.
No problem, customer. That's what I do. I'm James Workshop.
Okay. Now, hopefully that's gonna stay. And I say that with, like, a capital hopefully. Let's see if we can get this... Let's see if we can get this to go. Oops. Yep, we lost a part. That's fine, though, because that part's not glued in. Yet. And it's not glued in yet. Because at one point, like I said, how a lot of things are going to need to get their own little TLC day for all the different pieces. These las cannons are going to get their own little TLC day. Because, you know what, I'm sure there's some bigger one on some model, and I'm not trying to make it like, this is the biggest las cannon ever. But this is the biggest las cannon ever. And I'm going to need to give it its own day, and give it, like, a whole plan on how I'm going to want to make it look. Because one of the things is I want to make sure that I want to make sure that there's a cohesive look across the whole range of models that I'm doing. So I'm gonna need to make sure that these las cannons look like the las cannons on, like, the foot soldiers and on the predators and on the dreadnoughts, and all the other las cannons need to look like these las cannons. And I recently was painting some las cannons on some miniatures. Like on some, Devastator Space Marines, I'm pretty sure. I was painting some of those. I made some more after, so there's still some more, like, las cannon Space Marines that are going to need to be painted. And then there's going to be some, I think there's at least one Dreadnought las cannon that I just need to fix up. I just need to, like, fix up the silver and the black parts on the las cannon. Fallout music, that's right, Curry. It was getting a bit quiet, right? So I wanted to add a little bit of tunes. I figured that this would be fine.
Well, I'm a single man, I really don't need a wife. Pick up you gals, yes, I'm a single man, I really don't need a wife. Yes, I'm gonna stay this way, cause ooh, what a wonderful life.
Okay. That's looking like what I was wanting to go for this, for the moment. I'm gonna need to decide on some other areas of what I'm gonna want to do with this. But for the moment, that's something that I'm certain of. So I'm gonna have that like that. Let's flip this back over. Let's put this back on. There we go. Nice and locked in. Oh, there's one little area on there it looks like I missed. Which is, it's fine though, because, like, most of these... They're gonna get hit with silver anyway, later down the road. so it's fine, because, like, if I miss a tiny spot, it's probably gonna find... You're gonna lurk? Alright, we got Gene Stealers in the chat. We got Gene Stealers! Lurking Gene Stealers. Okay. So we're just rolling into the second hour now. So like I said, I'm probably gonna go for 1 more hour at least, 2 more hours at most. Is kind of how I'm wanting to do this. Oh, but why am I so stiff? Probably I needed some coffee. So I'm just gonna take a quick go get some coffee break after getting after these messages. So I'm going to put this on top of this to hopefully have that not dry out. And then we'll move on to the Red Wing next. So we'll do the areas on this next. And then hopefully that should be all of the black base coating or masking that I was wanting to do for now. There's going to be plenty more black painting I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to, like, fix up, you know, these areas, you know, make everything all nice and clean. But for now, on what I'm wanting to do, just to get the ball rolling, for now, that's looking fine. This is looking fine. This is looking better. This is looking way better. That is okay. A little bit sloppy, but fine. We'll move on to this, and yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna get to this anytime soon. This is the thing that, like, scares me, like that meme with the big bruiser guy from that shooter game, and he goes, things don't scare me, but these clear canopies from that model game, those scare me. That scares me. Okay. So we'll just put on a quick jangly keys, and we will be back in a moment. Wait, that's not jangly keys. What's going on? That's just a black screen. That's not what people came here for. Wait, is it?
Eldar mommy milk. 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 The Eldar mommy milk also have. Eldar mommy milk also have. Eldar mommy milk. Eldar mommy milk. Eldar mommy milk. Check out Slathe's channel. Everyone go and 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 check out Slathe's channel. Also have. I'm not making a spreadsheet. Everyone go and check out Slathe's channel. Don't boo me. Don't boo me. Don't boo me. Boo yourself. Don't boo me. Don't boo me. Boo yourself. Boo yourself. A spreadsheet. You can a spreadsheet. Slathe's channel. Slathe's channel. You can a spreadsheet. Slathe's channel. Slathe's channel. Slathe's channel. You can a spreadsheet. You can a spreadsheet. You can a spreadsheet. Everyone go and check out Slathe's channel. That's not good enough. Everyone go and check out Slathe's channel. Everyone go and check out. Everyone go and check out. I don't do this as a job. Everyone go and check out Slathe's channel. Everyone go and check out Slathe's channel. I can't do. I don't do this as a job. Actually, he does a pretty badass Rogel Dawn voice. So yeah, you should check him out.
Okay, is this still working? Is this working now? Okay, good. Got some minor technical issues here going on. Some very, very minor technical issues that were happening here. In other words, I tripped over my mouse cord. And apparently the mouse stopped working, and there was some issues. But we're back now. We're back. That's right. That's right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Well, that Slathe guy, he sure knows what he's doing. Okay. Awesome. Let's check out how's the stream doing. Well, it looks like we've still got connection. Still good there. Everything is still good there. Allegedly. Apparently. That is a big allegedly, I think. Oh, it seems that people are dropping off like flies. That's fine. That's fine. That's right. I read Chicken Little, or Little Red Hen, or whatever, same thing. Sure. They're just like Jacob Tutu. I read them. I know that shit. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's alright. It's fine. We don't need to... Where we're going, we don't need knowledge. We don't need to know stuff. We just need to do stuff. That's right, it's a doing, not a knowing. Because knowing isn't doing, but doing is doing. See? See what I did there? See? That makes sense. That is just solid truth. That is facts. That is ripping, solid facts. And you can't tell me otherwise. So, okay, let's see. Playlists. I mean, what's it gonna hurt? What's it gonna hurt at this point? Nothing. Nothing. Let's make sure everything's all working right. And then we'll work on that red wing. Maybe add a little bit more medium to that, just to make sure that it... What is going on? It's like it only was bugging out after... Oh, now it's like, alright, frozen or something. Alright. Yes! Is it gonna mess up again? We'll see. Only time will tell. Now, what are the ones that it gets mad about? It gets mad about Daft Punk, I think. Don't play Daft Punk. Because if you play Daft Punk, YouTube gets mad at you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Trust me. Don't do it. There we go. This will be inspirational.
to me. I still feel your touch in my dream. Forgive me my weakness, but I don't know why. Without you, it's hard to survive. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast?
I want this to last.
Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time
Give that a little bit of medium. Bring it back to life a little bit. Alright. Let's pick up a piece of model here. Is this gonna focus? Good enough. Yikes.
your arms are my castle, your heart is my sky. They wipe away tears that I cry.
The good and the bad times, we've been through them all.
You make me rise when I fall. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat so I can't let you go? Want you in my life.
Really, if I can just get this spread around everywhere. Just get like, just do the Duncan roads, right? Get it the two thin coats. Then, as long as we can do that, then this will be alright. There's just a lot of body here to be painting on. Morning from the UK. Welcome, welcome, Castellan. Geez, it must be 5 in the morning.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid.
I need to focus on painting. I can't start singing this song.
Decide. I can open your eyes, take you under.
No, just keep painting.
Over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world.
5:15 before work, and now that song's in my head. That's right. Oh, no. Too late then. Oh, say we're only dreaming. Here, you can do this part, Castellan.
A dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world.
Now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky, a whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes. Hold your breath, it gets better. Okay, I'm gonna need some more paint on that palette there. And I also need to watch out for this crane, or this gooseneck that's holding the camera, because my microphone's gonna want to bump right into that. So that's not gonna be helpful for anybody. Oh! Oh, so stiff. Okay. No, I know it would help with that. Take some acetaminophen. It will help your back. That means you're getting old. When your bones will crack. Before we're through, Mister, I'll slap some paint onto you. But on fire within. Huh. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll slap some paint onto you. I'm never gonna get this done. Say goodbye to those who knew me. Boy, was I a fool for thinking I could build a Thunderhawk. This guy's got him scared to death. Hope he doesn't see right through me. Now I really wish that I knew how to swim. Be a man. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Mulan, the movie that teaches you that girls can do it too. They just have to be a man. Where the Huns arrive, heed my every order, then you might survive. Watch Season Acolyte 2. Be a man. Be a man. Suddenly it's grown into a new context. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Hey, Archentaries. I am not sure what that is going on to. I am not sure what that is. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We are painting a Thunderhawk. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a nerd who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one man cavern hold? Looking around here you'd think, sure, he's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's-its and what's-its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. Hey, at very least, I'm a better live-action Little Mermaid than what we got. Where the people are, I wanna see 'em dancing, walking around on those. What do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the... What's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet they're on land, they understand. Bet they don't reprimand their falters. Take a swimmin', ready to stand, and ready to know what the people know. Ask 'em my questions and get some answers. What's the fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that world. The Deep, the musical. Bro. I'm an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places, I guess it must be so. But still I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. The House of Mouse is wanting to speak with you soon? Well, we'll see about that one. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue-corned moon? Or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? And you sing with all the voices of the mountain. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Well, let's refresh the chat here on Streamlabs, because it's being all goofy. Come on the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers, battle brothers. The herring and the otter are my friends, battle friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends, the circle of life. How high the sycamore grows. If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue-corned moon, or whether we are white or copper-skinned. We need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth, and still all you'll own is earth, until you can paint with all the colors of the Citadel paint range, available at gamesworkshop.com or warhammer.com, whatever it's called now. Pre-order now. Okay, let's get this. Okay, well, you can't see what I'm talking about. Let's get this, and then the opposite side, this, and then this. That, I think, should take... Paint! No, I don't know if I was meant to do that little brick there. We'll see. If not, it's not the worst thing in the world. The song that surpasses the movie it was made for. Hey, you know what? That movie was all we had for a good while. Let's not poo-poo on it too much. It could have been worse. Right? It could have been the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Right? You just gotta be real about it. It's not a poo-poo on the movie, just a statement of fact. The song is leagues above what the rest was. True. But I think the only tarnish to it is that don't they use it in the sequel movie? It is attached to Mortal Kombat Annihilation through association. And sometimes association, that's all you need. And then you're canceled. I'm gonna sit my ass up. And at this point, I'm just trying to get, like, the edges, and then I'm just gonna fill in once I've gotten, like, the edge of what I'm going to do here. Make the shape and then fill it in, sort of thing. Can I get this lip up this way? I swear this sounds like a gym battle background. Well, you know what this is though, right? This is Reptile. This is that scene from the movie where Liu Kang and Johnny Cage are fighting Reptile in like I don't know, alternate universe hell or something like that. And there's a bunch of like zombies that are all crucified and stuff like that. Mortal Kombat. Go send your kids to watch it. Right? Oh, maybe you guys weren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it. Marty McFly goes back to the 50s and shows them Mortal Kombat. Come on, can I get this inside here? That part is not wanting to get hit by paint. Come on. Okay. So now where I'm not sure is this whole section. I know I'm going to want to do this, but then it looks like this part connects over into here. It's got the same pattern and the same texture. And the same thing kind of on this side where it goes along onto there. So there's probably more to this that I'm going to be needing to fill in with black than I thought. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means that this pattern, whatever it is that I'm doing, is kind of adapting and evolving as I go. As I'm getting more familiar with the model here and what I'm going to want to get out of it from certain components of it. You know, I'm going to need to fill in more than I thought, which is fine. It's fine, because there's going to be things that are going to be matching on both sides. There's going to be parts that are like pattern, and then there's going to be parts that are just like, this part gets done in... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. No, no, no. Oh, that was way too wet. Alright, whatever. Oh, shit! Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. That's fine, because that's going to get done over in red later on anyway. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. You know, even if I just get this like slapped on super thin, at least it's that one tiny step more than what it is currently. So even if I just do this like, you know, if I just do this like a fucking whore rushing her makeup on the way to her next John, it's fine because I can fix it up later on. This is just like a get some progress done any percent. Strangers waiting. It's a bit loud. Up and down the boulevard and shadows searching in the night. Let's add a little bit of water. Just try to get this as much as we can, just everywhere. Strangers waiting, up and down the boulevard. Once again, this doesn't have to be the cleanest job. It just needs to get some work done. Fixing and cleaning and all that can come later. And there's going to be plenty of that, because there's plenty of model. So there's going to be lots of stuff that's going to need to get fixed up, cleaned up. No point being surgical with this thing just yet. Alright, let's get the Hall of Justice here. And then the Mirror Hall of Justice. Oh, I guess that's the end of the playlist, isn't it? I'm sure there's somebody who's like, oh, thank fuck. Alright, it needs another coat, and there's some spots that are still missed and whatever, but that's alright. And then the other side still needs a good hit to it. Is there anything here that I can use for this? There's one of these, and then there's another spot on the other side that I wasn't quite anticipating. But I'm gonna lock that in now. And I'm not even sure, maybe, like, this area where the foot... I might want to do that in silver. I might. I'll have to kind of come back to that and think on that one. On what I'm going to want to do with, like, this out... Because that's where, like, the foot, the landing gear is going to, like, touch in on. Or it would touch in on. So, that's kind of... That's a mystery for now. But then on this side... And, yeah, it's not going to really want to show it. Unless I do some... shenanigans here. But the same texture that's right here, it also runs along here. So I'm probably going to need to continue this and then bring it down here. Oh, whoops, it's all wet. Didn't want that. Can we... Oh, that's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I'm going to need to bring this across and then bring it up here. But then it's the same thing up here as well. So you know what? This whole chunk from the engine up to this and this whole brick here and all of this is probably going to end up turning silver. I don't know about this thing just yet. Because, I mean, that was something that I didn't know even existed. It didn't show it on the fucking epic scale model. So, you know, we'll come to that later when we reach it, but this is all going to need to get blocked in. I still don't know what I'm going to do with the inside of these fins. I'm going to need to go over there with something. I mean, I think the simplest solution would be to do, like, the inside of these fins, and then, like, this whole inner area, just do that all black, and then just do it over with silver. That's probably the easiest and laziest choice that requires the least big brain thinkage that I can think of. That's probably it. But it's getting late. I think everyone's tired out. I think everyone's passing out at this point. So we're reaching the end of the third hour. We're at like 45 minutes into it. Could probably come back to this another time. Finish off this side. Do all this. Get all the pieces real nice. Because, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's like, yeah, this looks like it's going to need... This whole area is going to need it, I think. I'll probably need to break these up with different colors and different things. Like these bands, and then, like, the engine part. And then maybe even these, like, rings that are at the end. Maybe use, like, different metallics, like a brass or a gold or something like that. And then... So that way there's something at least breaking it up, and it's not just this, like, big metallic chunk that's all just all this one thing. Like another thing, there was like the rudder fin in the tail. I was considering doing the rudder fin in like hazard stripes. Like it was gonna be metal, and then the rudder itself that's in the fin was gonna be like hazard stripes. That's something I was thinking of, but it looks like it would just be such a bitch to do. I swear it needs to have some verses on the wings. Verses? Like Street Fighter, it'll have like Ryu and Ken on one side, and it'll have like Guile and Sagat on the other side, and then a big verses in between them. It's like, no, not verses, verses. AR, why do you want me to scrawl all across this thing? Jeez, this isn't a word bearers thing. Come on. Scrawl is cool and all. There's a good chance I'll put some scrawl on something. I think some of my first tanks, my Land Raider for sure has it. I could show it. Like, I have pictures of it. It has scrawl on it because, you know, when I first started, I saw that and I was like, oh, cool. And then I went just little scribble lines or whatever. Scrawl, you know, and you know it's gotta be done in a certain way that's tasteful. And my guys aren't about having scrawl covered from head to toe, like they're that fucking Batman villain that fucking like scars himself with every fucking murder he's done. Or like some kind of weird sci-fi monk with tattoos from head to toe, right? Like, that's not part of the style of things. So pretty much the answer on that one is hard no. But, you know, I'll keep it on the table, you know, just in case. But yeah. I know what I need to do, I just don't know if I have the strength to do it right now, because it's getting late, right? Wait until you read Romans? Okay, well, we'll see. I have to get there first, AR. Come on. I have to get there first. For now, it's hobby night, okay? We're not doing the Bible right now. It's hobby night. Come on! Come on! It's always Bible night, Slathe. You just haven't realized that. It's in Psalms. Or John. John's the one that you were wanting me to read. I remember that. You were saying that was like your favorite. This like whatever this is. This bunch of I guess I glued them to like a stick. But these are gonna need to get a couple. There's a couple spots on like the insides that I missed. And so they're going to need to get a little bit more gunmetal, and then maybe they're going to need to get a little bit brightened up with some of the... The hell was that? I don't know if that picked up on the mic or not. What was that? That was a weird noise. Cat there, cat 1, cat 2. So it was no cats of mine. That was a weird noise. Okay. That was a weird noise. Okay. So we'll put, I don't know, am I gonna get in trouble for this one? So, this looks like it's got some promise to it. I have some ideas, some plans. Once I get all these base coats on, that I can do just the simple colors that are gonna be like the all over the fucking thing, the majority of the surface area. I'm gonna want to do a lot of the cool little details though. I'm really liking the idea of giving these chairs some kind of like brown leather, some kind of like something like I don't know, potato, something potato. You know, because then I think it'll give it that nice kind of 80s, 70s, 80s sci-fi kind of look, where it's rugged and it's fucking techno and all that shit, but I want it to have the leather seats, right? They have to have the like the brown sort of synthetic or leather seats, right? Come on. Why wouldn't they have that shit? Of course they'll have that shit. But then, yeah. So yeah, we didn't get to silvers tonight, but that's fine. Because there was a lot to do here, and a lot of talking, and a lot of procrastination. But would it be a Slathe stream if it didn't have those things? Exactly. So yeah, next time I'm gonna wanna finish off this part, I think. Because I don't really think I'm gonna go for another hour. It seems like chat energy is dying, which, like, I'm, like, feeding off the chat energy. It's keeping me going. So, it definitely is, it's definitely a thing that keeps me going with my sanity, you know, with my insanity here. My sanity? Whatever one I need to apply to that. But we got some good chunks here. We got some work done. We did some trolling. And I think this is making some progress. This is getting somewhere. There's a couple areas that I'm going to want to clean up or fix up. Like, this door, it's going to need some, I think, on this area. It's going to need a little bit of black paint there. Maybe on these, because those are going to get done in metal. So I'm going to want to use a little bit more of a fine brush for that, because they're a little bit smaller. But I'm going to need to go over a lot of these, a lot of the hull, a lot of the main body surface area. I'm going to need to go over that with some kind of feather job. Something to make sure that it's got that it's, one, covering all the areas I want, and it's going to be the colors that I want, right? Because, you know, one red is not all reds. Red is a very finicky thing, I find. Red and yellow, very finicky. So, any color is really finicky. I think blue is a bit more forgiving. Unless you get too light with it. Or too dark with it. Or too purple with it. In fact, you know what? So, I think that this has been a success today. We got some work done on this. Which is more than I can say for the past several months. So, I think that that's good. That's good. I hope to see everybody there when this thing starts getting finished. When it starts looking a little bit more like a Thunderhawk. I hope to see some faces. I hope some people will be there for it. Because we're gonna get there, we're gonna make it, we're gonna achieve it, we're gonna achieve greatness. Who do I thank? Thank somebody. So let's put this all back together in the way that I'm going to put it back when I end the stream. So we'll put these pilots here. There we go. I'll just put them back in their seats. But this is going to look nice when it's all said and done. It's going to look good. It's gonna look good. I guarantee it. Okay, so we'll do the thing, and then we'll do the thing, and then we're out of here. I guess I gotta do the shout out to everybody. Shout out to Graham Patch. He couldn't show up, he had to go to bed. A shout out to Curry. Shout out to Jackler1. Couldn't stay, he had to go to bed. Shout out to Dark Tech. You gotta give a shout out to, let's scroll down a little bit. Shout out to Nitro192. A shout out to Castellan. A shout out to Archantares. And a shout out to AR. We'll see you around later. Peace.